Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and to all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. Well, hokey smokes. It is a cold day, gray, overcast, windy, quite chilly. Thumbs up for that. Went out for it wasn't an early morning walk. It was closer to 9:30-ish before I got out of here. Got back. I can't remember the exact time, but it was before noon. But went out for full walkies, and that was good. Yay! Last night it was like close to 10 o'clock before I got out for my second walk. Anxieties are fun. But still, I've been out, I've done things, and that's a good thing. There's still plenty of things I need to do. I mean, that's the way life is, but I'm also at that point in the period in my life when, aside from things like, making it to appointments and the like, I don't have a lot of responsibilities. Pay my bills, and such like that, but when they're done, I don't have a ton of obligations. Yay. Still though, have been as active as I can. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Now, written down over here on my in a text editor, of course, I have some things written down. First off, I'm going to talk about CyberPowerPC issues, because on my community tab I wrote about this and a lot of things. But one of the issues was I went to CyberPowerPC. I made myself an account. I found a PC. I clicked on it. I said, this is the one I'm going to get. And I was filling out the address form, and then when I hit next, it went, oh, you have a problem with your address. And the only difference between the one I entered and the one that it wanted me to enter was it wanted me to take my apartment number off, so that it wouldn't be delivered to me. It would be delivered to the address I live at, but not to me. Now, the main place that the address goes to is only open from like 8 until 4 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. So where does the mail go when they're not there? I don't know. When would it show up there if I did order it? I don't know. So I did not like the fact that it's saying, we got a problem with your address. You need to get rid of your address. So I sent them an email. Well, not an email. There was a chat bot saying, do you want to bump this up and talk to an actual person? So I typed in the information, and then it said, okay. And then on my email stuff, it said, okay, we've got your thing. We're sending it along. But while you're waiting, do any of these come close to your question? Hey, they weren't even close. They had to do with not like, there's a problem with your address, but how many boxes can I look forward to getting? Wasn't the question. So I need to try and contact them and find out what's going on. I've tried. I'm going to try again. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, if their form can't take my address, then I can't order through them. In which case, it's going to be longer before I can get a computer. I have to deal with this issue here right now. Then, after I figure out, well, it's a problem we can fix, or it's, well, I guess you don't get my money then, do you? We'll see what happens. But that's where we are with that. And yeah, I actually feel great amounts of terror getting ready to make this thing. Yesterday, when I was trying to figure out which one was best, and then I was filling out the forms and getting ready to make the purchase, just growing amounts of terror, because just the feeling that I'm going to make some mistake that I don't know that I'm making as I'm making it, and that I'm going to really regret something because I'm making a horrible mistake. So that's always fun. But we'll see how that all works out. I'm going to be finding out more. I'm going to see if there's a phone number. I'm going to do what I can, because right now I'm upset. not at any one particular place or thing, just with my neurodiversity, I need to have nice, clean, clear paths and directions. Any issues and problems that come up stop me dead because I don't know what to do. And if I don't know what to do, I'm not going to do it. So a problem comes up, I just say, nope, turn around and walk away because I'm not going to be able to work my way through it. Yay! Now, the rest of the things we have on here, another post that I made on my community tab was a picture of me starting Heroes of Qalanor with a bit of hallway laid down and my 4 little figure things laid down on there for my little adventure. And then I, using the adventures Cutthroats of Caro, which comes in the first book so that you've got an adventure you can play. I had thought combat would be kind of deadly. Because again, you have a hit to hand-to-hand score, your opponent has a hand-to-hand score. You look on your little sheet, you cross-reference what their hand-to-hand score is, look down on what you have to roll, and then you need to roll that number or higher on a 10-sided die to hit. Same thing with the bad guys. They have a little monster card with their hand-to-hand. You reference your hand-to-hand, go down, and then boom, there's the number that you have to roll greater than on a 10-sided die. I went up to a room, opened up the door, and inside were 4 cutthroats. Just, regular human beings, but bad guys. And they ran up to the front door where we were, which meant there was my person in the door and then the bad guy. Well, they won the initiative. Taking a look on the charts, they had to roll an 8 or better to hit me. Only a 30% chance. First roll, missed. My time to hit. My strength and my skill was such that I needed to roll a 4 or better on a 10-sided die. I did so. Hit him. Well, you have injury dice, a number of 10-sided die that you roll. You're trying to equal or beat their fortitude. If you meet or beat their fortitude on a die, then you subtract 1 of their hit points, their endurance. It's deadly in that you only have, like, on an average of 2, 3, maybe 4, if you're lucky, endurance points to start with. Bad guys are the same. Well, I had 4 injury dice, and their fortitude was 4. And I only made 2 of them. And they had 3 hit points. So they were down to 1, which meant they could hit me. So they rolled the 10-sided die to see if they would hit. Rolled an 8. Well, that wasn't great. I mean, my fortitude was like 4 or 5, and they're only rolling like 3 injury dice. So I took those dice and I rolled them, and every single one of them broke my fortitude. And that was all 3 of my endurance points. So in one blow, my character died. So I just packed everything away and went, well, this didn't happen, did it? Going to try it again, of course. I think what I need to do is, if we're going to stay in the door, is have the person who opens it back up 1 with 1 person on each side. So if they run through, which they're going to, you've got this person, this person, this person, 3 people getting shots in at them. So deadly. Still quite good though. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Short. I mean, it was only 1 round of combat, but not bad. Not bad. Definitely a good thing. So yay. Now the rest of my list over here. Ah, yes, this is the thing. There's this one fellow who's kind of an artist, who also is not a wonderful artist, but they're talking about how RPG books are art. And that, sure, there may be just the text that's important, but if they offer, in a lot of cases, text-only books, if you purchase to print yourself, or text with art. And I bet you those ones that are just text barely get used, because I know I like the ones that have art in them. So the person that was doing this says, what is the first thing that somebody sees that they look at your work and all they see is AI artwork? There are so many people, and I'm one of them, that if I see AI cover art, I'm boop, right past it onto the next product. I don't care what you made. I literally have no interest. It might be something that would change my life, but you're not even going to get a penny from me. I'm not even going to look at it past going, oh, that's garbage. Boom, thrown out and on to the next thing. Because if you're lazy enough to just use AI-generated slop to advertise your product, I don't want your product. As well, just the general art that he was talking about, because art that you do by yourself means something. You're telling a story. No matter what's going on in it, something is happening that you have got a decision to make for. And when he was running it through this one art program where you can scroll a line and it'll AI enhance it, sure, it had that professional look, but it stripped all the story out. There were bookcases with all sorts of junk that wizards and sorcerers would gather. And in the AI art, it was just books. Clean books in a bookshelf. Didn't mean anything anymore. All of the individuals were not looking at anything in particular. Each character had a different line of sight, and so they weren't even looking at what was supposed to be the central point of the story. And on and on. It may look professional, but it looks like every other piece of AI art with all the characters stripped out. So why? As well, he pointed out something that I've talked about with my games and how I treat them. And how I've mentioned that they're like my crystal frogs, and that I may not play them, but I enjoy them. This person doing the book said, you don't have to physically play the game to play the game. If you're reading it, if you're taking it off the shelf, if you're doing stuff with it, if you're even thinking about it without even touching it, you are playing the game. You're interacting with it. Whether or not you're playing the game physically, you are playing the game. And so I thought that was a pretty cool little thing there that other people other than me think about. So thumbs up on that. And then if I've got any last thing on here, it's a little bit of creative talk. I'd mentioned before how on the continent of Karthkog there is a metaphysical land where you have to, the world was made from a mixture of light and dark, order and chaos. It's not good and evil. That's not a part of it. It's just two diametrically opposing forces mixed together to form a homogeneous whole. But darkness slash chaos slash whatever you want to call it has a very sweet taste to it. Like lead. Lead is very sweet but incredibly bad for you. Darkness slash chaos, whatever you want to call it, is not good, but is very sweet. Now, if a lot of people go and suckle from the nectar of darkness, it's not going to unbalance the world and things get destroyed. No, the world is like a spinning bowl in that it's in balance and it's fine. If you start suckling too much from darkness, things start to wobble as the bowl spins. And so the metaphysical land takes efforts to make sure that everything runs straight, because the wobble It's going to self-correct before the wobble gets bad, but the wobbling is not good. And so the land will take care of the problem. That's why of the Apani, Habani, and Orkani peoples, there are 4 branches of the Apani people that are now Koth, where the land zapped the people, and they are on their way to becoming just new species of animals. It's been several hundred years, and they're not intelligent anymore. As well as the Habani, they have the Ogal, and there are the Tsandako, who they had a village of those who suckled from the nectar of darkness, and they got zapped. They were having a village, then all of them were hit with crippling migraine headaches that never stop, and they dispersed into the wilderness because it was too difficult to think and they couldn't take care of themselves that way, and they have just been degenerating in the wilderness ever since. The Tsandako call them Tsandaksha, Dako and Daksha, and they are degenerating. But I've mentioned before, there is one of them that has emigrated to Lanlua, a Daksha. They are on their way as a species, again, still becoming animalistic, and this one individual, Willem, has an odd-looking face because of the animalization. That his teeth look much more animal-like. He's got a mix between fingernails and claws, and he takes a lot of medicines to control the headache. He's not a danger. His life is tragic, but he's a very nice, soft-spoken person. The thing is, on Karthkog, these individuals, because they're not common, but they're not rare, they're Daksha that don't want to be Daksha. They like intelligence. They like thinking as much as it hurts. Except the Tsandako look upon them with shame and shun them, because they're a living indication of what happened to the Dako 140 years ago. They don't like that. They shun these people that try to come up and out of the animalistic lifestyle that they have. When they can, they emigrate, but other than that, they have to try and live without any of the Tsandako helping them out or even liking them. So it's unfortunate for them. They're not a huge amount. You'd only find a couple in every large city. So thumbs up on that. But past that, yeah. I'm going to edit, render, upload this thing here, and then take care of myself, trying to do as much of the things that I need to do as I can, like figure out what's going on so I can get a computer. Then I am just going to take care of myself for the rest of the day. I'm watching my food intake. Haven't been gaining, haven't been losing, and I need to lose. So, joy for that. One of the problems of being poor is you don't buy a lot of stuff that's healthy for you, because I can buy a week's worth of healthy stuff and then I have to spend the next 4 weeks starving, or I can buy stuff that'll last for a month, but it's also, you know, cheap processed stuff that packs pounds onto your body. Yay! Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, if you could like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you have, thank you. Share with just people you think would like watching an old man yammer on, inanely, about thoroughly incomprehensible subjects. Thumbs up for that. That would be cool. Yay! And of course, if you're a patron, thumbs up and thank you. You are beautiful and awesome. Greatly appreciated. You take me from a hurting monkey to, not a hurting monkey, but in a much better shape. And I appreciate that to no end. Thumbs up and thank you. If you've left me a comment, I read as many as YouTube shows me. I thumbs up and heart as many as YouTube allows, and I answer as many as my nerve compression will let me, which isn't as many as I would like, but it is as many as I can do. So, thumbs up, thank you much. It's awesome. You are beautiful. If you've watched this far, thank you so much. If you could write great forks into the comments so that me and the YouTube algorithm know that people watch the videos, that would be very, very cool. A couple people do, and it is very appreciated, each one of you that does so. Thank you so very, very much. Well, I am, as stated, just going to take care of myself, and hopefully you can take care of yourself. That would be good. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Remember, this is American Sign Language. I, L, and Y. Pop it together, and in this case, it is the... oh God, it starts with a P. It's not patronage. It's... oh, it's that word, platonic. There we are. It's a platonic, I love you as a human being, instead of as an individual that I have fallen in love with. So, I love you as a human being. Yay! You take care. Have a great day.